Last Warrior with another episode of the LSPD roleplay series. Okay, so right now, where we are at in the storyline is that Franklin and Michael, they're still continuing their investigation, but they're lacking in the muscle department. In the end of the last video, somebody tried to assassinate him right in front of the police station and everything else. So, yeah, they had a hitman tried to get him and all kind of stuff. But anyways, they are good investigators and they're coming along well in the case, but they lack the muscle that's going to be needed to move any further. So now we're bringing in the next character, who is probably going to wind up being one of the main characters of the storyline, Commander Lutalo. Commander Lutalo is head of a special division of the police department, the LSPD Combat Ops. Essentially, what they are is a combination of like state police as well as a SWAT team. They have the jurisdiction and authority of state police. They can patrol and do any activities anywhere in San Andreas, no matter if it's Los Santos, no matter if it's Sandy Shores, Mount Chiliad, anywhere. They can go all over. They have full jurisdiction, but also they have the special weapons and tactics and like the SWAT team. So it's like they have more powerful weapons. They have access to aircraft, special vehicles, stuff like that. So kind of emerging. They're like emerging of the state police as well as the SWAT team. They do everything from special jobs and investigations to actually patrolling. So they cover it all. They do it all. And Commander Lutalo is about to go ahead and take its place in the storyline and see if he can take down Ultimate in the World Warriors operation. So that being said, let's get into the role play here. I can't believe I go on vacation, take a temporary leave of absence just to get some R&R, and when I come back, my whole freaking city's gone. So in the meantime, while I've been away, apparently they let this guy Ultimate out of prison, as well as we suspect major gangs in the city under his iron fist, and is trying to take the freaking city back over. They've destroyed Paleto Bay. They still have Los Santos on lockdown, and they've even moved into Sandy Shores and completely tore the place up. Even the freaking O'Neill's farm has been destroyed, at least temporarily. So it's just like a guy can't even turn his back on the city for a second without somebody stepping in. But I mean, that's just what it is. All the criminals in this city are definitely opportunists. Makes me regret taking that time off, but I had to tend to other matters in life. But I'm back. And Ultimate thinks that this city is his, but the city's actually mine. So we'll see. We're going to find out exactly who the city belongs to. The good guys or the bad guys. You gonna go? Go. You guys, man, I tell you, they hire anybody at Paleto Bay. Y'all doesn't even know right of way, and he's driving. But anyways, we're gonna definitely find out who the city belongs to. Ultimate thinks the city is his. I think he's sadly mistaken. Me and Ultimate go way back. We were in the military together, but we were always kind of had the opposite way of seeing things even back then. Kind of the way Professor X and Magneto get along. They were good friends and they respected each other, but they also had completely opposite views on things and how to accomplish and achieve things. So yeah, sort of a relationship like that. But yeah, me and Ultimate go way back. I was part of the team that actually took him down. The reason we was able to take him down and lock him away the first time was because I knew him so well and I knew so much about him. I'm his worst nightmare, and I'm pretty sure he knows I'm coming back for him. But this time he's going to be ready for me. So my approach is going to have to be completely different. I know the same things he knows the same things I know. We served in a lot of units and did a lot of things in our military days. So we both know how dangerous the other is. But yeah, I got a lot of information on him, lots of intel. But the fact of the matter is going to be proving it when the time comes in court. Why I'd have proof and evidence, that's going to be hard to come by. Probably this time, because he's going to be crossing his T's and dotting his I's. I'm going to start my portion of this investigation out by pretty much backtracking, checking on all the scenes that things that have been taking place in the city while I've been missing everything going on. I think I'll head down to the O'Neill's farm first. I mean, these guys have completely destroyed like everything. From the reports I'm getting and all the intel I've had a chance to review before I've come back, it seems like Ultimate is back to take the city over. From the patterns of gang activity we've seen, it looks like he's pretty much reunited the gangs under his iron fist. They already had Los Santos on lockdown anyway, so nothing much has really changed there. But from all the activity that's gone down in Paleto Bay and up here in the Sandy Shores area, apparently they're moving north. Now, my intelligence tells me that the Lost MC and the Vagos pretty much got into a battle over O'Neill Farm. Right now, this place pretty much got taken from the Vagos by the Lost MC. The Lost MC actually has acquired the documents and paperwork for the place, so legally speaking it belongs to them. How they acquired the stuff I don't quite know. They probably just muscled somebody for it, but yeah, they acquired the place. And then they also took out the guy Mellow Yellow. Ace did, as we suspected. Ace, we're pretty sure one of the Vagos guys, probably Mellow Yellow's brother, little brother Zorro, but not for sure. We don't have no proof. Came down here and hit the farm up. That's what's left of the farmhouse right there, the ranch house. Yeah, I mean he hit this place up pretty nice. Killed some of the workers from the reports are telling me. Took out the farmhouse. He's probably trying to attempt to slow their production of anything down. It's only natural that if some gangsters get control of farmland, you know they're going to try to grow drugs out here. We're going to be keeping an eye on this place, making sure everything's on the up and up. That the only thing that's coming out of here, if anything comes out of here at all, will be fruits and vegetables. But there'll be no way to really keep track of all that kind of stuff. So we'll just have to keep them under surveillance as best as we can. But yeah, they had a complete battle out here for a while. Looks like the Lost MC one out in the end. We have no idea where Ace is, but he's wanted for questioning, so he must be somewhere laying low. Not sure who's going to come in and take charge of the lost, but they're going to need somebody in command soon. Guess we'll have to keep an eye out for that. I mean, this place was just blown to smithereens. Let's take a look. They'll rebuild it. And you can best believe once they rebuild this place that they're gonna try to get some type of illegal activities going on, be it production of drugs or something. But that's okay. We'll just keep an eye on them. Ugh. One thing they don't realize is that this case has gone on so long, and that it's gotten so bad that they actually requested that Combat Ops actually become part of it. So now things are about to be much harder for them, because we have full authority, jurisdiction, and access to anything we need to bring these guys down. Much more leeway than investigators or even the local police departments have. So the battlefield is definitely about to change. I think things are about to get more extreme. Facing a threat like us, these gangs are going to probably try to up the ante. But yeah, investigators, Michael and Franklin, they're doing a pretty good job of gathering intel. But they lack the muscle and manpower that me and my unit have. That, and they know that I have a direct correlation with Ultimate, due to our knowing each other for years in the military. I'll be the one that's gonna probably bring him down. I'm pretty sure of it. It's been rumored that the old Ace liquor store owned by Trevor, which I go back with him too from the military days. Um, it was always been rumored that his store was a front for a meth lab, but every time we've gotten search warrants and ran into the place, we're finding no evidence. So we've kind of given up on that. But we also heard that that place is under new ownership. Apparently, the deed got switched out, and I'm pretty sure that the person in charge of Ace Liquor now is connected with the Vagos. So I'm pretty sure that the Vagos came over here and took Ace Liquor, and I'm pretty sure that if there is a meth lab in there, that's exactly what they plan on doing. If the O'Neill's farm has been shut down temporarily, and they can set up a meth lab over here, then they'll have access to Sandy Shores. They'll pretty much run the drug scene out here in this area. I got a feeling that's what they're doing.
I think my mom's boyfriend is lifting my Tina. If I catch him, I'm fucking killing everyone in this town. Whatever.
Check this place out.
can't find where they moved the goddamn chronic factory to. Whatever.
I mean, nothing seems unusual here. It's your typical quick stop store. Cashier must be using the bathroom. You might want to come keep an eye on the store, even though I'm pretty sure they have cameras in here somewhere. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing unique or unusual about this place.
What's up?
I'm pretty sure there's something going on here. But figure it all out in due time. But yeah, there was we know that the manager of that place wound up missing, the owner, as well as a couple of employees got shot up pretty bad. So I mean, that has Vagos all over it. They refused to give up their foothold. They lost the farm, but I'm pretty sure that was them involved in trying to take this place. I think I'll go check out the Lost Camp. Their hangout down here in Sunset Shores. The Lost got hit up pretty bad recently. There were reports of lots of gunfire and explosions, and quite a few of their guys all went into the hospital at one time. I mean, they were messed up pretty bad. We found, I think, 3 of their guys in the road up here on fire, dead and on fire. They were burning, and their bikes were shot up and burning. So that has all the traces of a hit, and it's definitely the Vagos style. That's the way they make their hits. That's the way they get revenge. There's some of the bikers going up the road right there. I'll drive through. But yeah, a lot of their yeah, here we are, Sunset Shores. A lot of these guys, there was a lot of explosions, a lot of gunfire. A lot of their guys wound up in the hospital, bleeding out, shot up. I mean, it was terrible, gruesome scene. And we're pretty sure it was Vagos' handiwork. They're probably getting revenge from the farm. It's kind of obvious. We don't have proof because the bikers aren't snitching. They're not saying anything. The reason they're not going to rat on the Vagos, if it was them, is because they want to get revenge themselves. They don't want the police to have any involvement. And then also, they don't want anything coming back to them. If they're getting hit, they're getting hit for a reason, because they did something wrong. So that'll come out in the open too. So yeah, nobody's talking. But yeah, everything's quiet there. So let's continue to retrace steps. Where to next on our trip down memory lane? I visited the prison, Bolingbrook, first to try to get information out of anybody that might have known Ultimate while he was in there, but the guys that knew him wouldn't say nothing, even though he was pretty much kept to himself the whole time he was in there. He was in like solitary, but he was pretty much living like a king, just on house arrest. Yeah, he wasn't in no regular cell or nothing like that, by no means. He had too much money for that. He was able to manipulate that for himself to be comfortable. But anyways, let's see. Our next stop will be, actually, we need to go up to Paleto Bay, because that's where a lot of things transpired at. It seems like essentially whoever's in charge, but we're thinking it's the World Warriors operation, is trying to take the northern area of San Andreas. They're trying to overtake it. World Warriors operations, they only do big time work. Otherwise, they keep their nose clean with legit businesses making clean money. They leave the dirty work to the street gangs like the Vagos, the Families, and the Lost MC, amongst others. All street crime, they leave it to those guys. World Warriors Ops, they don't touch that kind of stuff. They're too sophisticated for that, but then they also know better. But yeah, we're thinking that they sent the gangs down there, or rather up there, to the Paleto Bay Area from Los Santos to try to establish a foothold. The Ballers sent the representative, and then later the Families also sent a representative. And that turned out to create quite a mess down there, or rather up there. A couple of investigators wound up killed. Some officers lost their lives, as well as a key witness. Oh, great. Serious. That's what happens when you drive through the woods. I'm gonna get a park ranger to come check that. Let me put that in on my computer real quick so they can send somebody out here to check that before I pull off.
What the fuck, bro?
Yeah, I know. Poor dear. I guess it was his time. Hey, I wonder if I can get those antlers. They look good on my wall. Well, there's somebody en route. I marked it, so they'll be here. I can keep going. But yeah, officers lost their lives. 2 investigators were killed, and we lost a key witness who turned informant and gave us a lot of intel. Our investigator Franklin, he got a lot of intel from the guy. Tried to put him in witness protection, but didn't move fast enough, and one of the gang members killed him. It was the representative from the Families, Gangrene. I think Gangrene and somebody he recruited actually killed the ammunition employee. Unfortunate. Yeah, it was a 2-pronged attack because Purple Smurf from the Ballers was able to take over the Donkey Punch farm over here, but he wasn't able to get the ammunition employee, which I guess they figured he was a snitch, and he eventually got taken down. Then the family sent Gangrene, and Gangrene was able to actually kill the ammunition employee. So it took 2 different gangs to get their task done. Both kill the snitch, I guess, and take over that farm, try and use it for manufacturing drugs. My latest intel tells me that while both of those gangs did fail in trying to establish a foothold, that they're still planning on trying to send representatives out here as well as uh in the paperwork showing up from the city. Apparently Ultimate himself has actually come down here and bought up all of the property. The funny thing is, all the properties that he bought were properties that were just recently involved in crimes. The crimes that both Purple Smurf and Gang Green committed. Ultimate did buy the hen house. He's the owner of that. The hen house club. Nothing looks out of place there. And Ultimate also bought the car dealership, or the Ron gas station, excuse me. He bought the Ron gas station, which is where a murder took place. I believe it's actually where they the Paleto Bay Sheriff's Department took down I want to say that's where they took down Purple Smurf too, if I'm correct, from what the reports were saying. I don't quite remember. I think it was where they at least they tried to bust him at, and he had an ambush waiting. I just clipped that fence. Who left the gate open? Are you serious? Just scratched my car up. But anyways, I'm gonna go check out the Ron gas station here. Nothing looks out of place. All is quiet. Yeah, a lot of action took place around here. But all is quiet now. Seems like Ultimate went and bought all the properties up, and everything is super quiet now. I think I make my presence felt. Nobody's in, huh? Staff must be out getting lunch or something. Got to be somewhere near. Maybe out working on the car because the door is open. I think I'll take the pleasure of leaving a little note here for Ultimate. Maybe the employees will get the note back to him. Just to be funny. Let my old buddy know that I'm on to him. Little harassment. Pretty sure the staff is gonna let Ultimate know about that real quick. Yeah, your old buddy Lutalo's on your head. I'm after you. It'll be just a matter of time if we see each other again, old friend. This time you're not getting out of Bolingbrook. You better hope you actually make it to Bolingbrook. Shut you down. Take my city back. Calling for a new squad car. Thing's a little busted up. Hitting that fence. Somebody left that gate open and I clipped it. Okay, we know it bought. So definitely ride through here. Donkey Punch Family Farm. Pretty sure they was using this place to manufacture drugs out of, but Ultimate's bought it, so of course the place is squeaky clean now. Nothing but actual food is being grown out here. Thinks he's covering his tracks, but he ain't fooling me. I know him too well. All the stuff that investigators Franklin and Michael couldn't figure out. Already know these things. Stuff that would take them probably weeks to find out, I know already. Just because I know Ultimate so well. Man, I wish animals would stop running in front of my patrol car. This car is cursed. I just ran over rabbits. Yeah, I need to go to the station, get a new vehicle. Probably wind up getting stuck on one of these sheriff deputies patrol cars. They're not too bad, but these are actually the patrol units issued to my command. Only my guys drive the Buffaloes, actually. Everybody else uses the Crown Vics and stuff like that. My unit gets the Buffaloes. Well, yeah, I may be stuck having to use a deputy's patrol car so it can get me another Buffalo. So yeah, I pretty much retraced steps. My report also shows that Ultimate purchased the lumber yard up here. Yeah, between the headlight being out, the front end damage, and the blood, they'll know I hit something. They'll repair it and have it drop back off to my unit's headquarters. Oh, they were able to get me another Buffalo. Excellent. Thought I was gonna be stuck with a sheriff cruiser, which they're not bad. I just prefer my own. Okay, so now we're going the stop sign and the yield. We're going to the lumber yard up here. Kind of checking in. I just saw that deer. Stay out the road. It's good for your health. For my repair costs. high beams on here. Alright, here we are. Yeah, Ultimate owns this place now. Pretty sure this is going to be his base of operations, probably, for Paleto Bay. Probably from Sandy Shores, too. This place is huge and has so many resources. He's got big rigs coming in and out here and everything else. So it's not good that he has ownership of a place like this. People would think that a lumberyard wouldn't do him any good, but this is actually an asset. This place is like a fortress, pretty much. If he decided he wanted to have a war, which he won't do that. At least not yet, not at this point. Quiet here. Said Ultimate's keeping everything clean. Now that he took ownership of these businesses, he's keeping everything clean and quiet. Definitely not going to bring any heat on it. So, like I said, I know him. I know what he's all about. And this place right here is definitely his fortress for World Warrior Ops in the north. Also know the first thing Ultimate did, besides reestablishing the World Warrior Ops office, was to go and purchase a Vanilla Unicorn. That was the first business I think he bought out. So besides still running his security / mercenary company, World Warrior Ops, he's also buying all the legitimate businesses he can to have clean money, as well as for connections. I know he's using the club for connections. Everybody in the town, San Andreas, goes a Vanilla Unicorn, no matter if you live a clean life or you're a criminal. Everybody goes there, mingles, gets connections. It's a hot spot. No matter where you're from, what your lifestyle is, it's a hot spot. That's where everybody meets each other, and that's where business takes place, be it legal or illegal. So him having that club is another dangerous thing, because it's just going to help him build his network. But yeah, pretty much backtracked everywhere. Have all of the prior reports from all the activities taking place. I now have my own intel from visiting these places firsthand, so I'm going to compile a new set of data, and then my investigation is really going to begin. I'm going to find some way to connect Ultimate and World Warrior Ops into this scenario, what's going on in the city, and take him down once for all. can't believe I left. Took time off for a couple months, and by the time I could get back, the city was pretty much gone. It was taken. I mean, crime was rough, but it wasn't as bad as it is now. But that's okay. LSPD Combat Ops is on the case. We'll figure this out. And we'll bring out Ultimate in this whole operation. I got a feeling that when me and my old buddy cross paths this time, only one of us is gonna walk away. Not gonna let that guy get away with taking over my city. He should have known at some point they were gonna bring me in on this case.
This is a joke!
I think I'll make a statement. I think I'll pay a visit to World Warriors Ops office. I think I just might.
What's good?
Let me make a direct point to my old buddy. Let me type up a little note here on my computer and print it out. A little special something for me to him, let him know that yeah, it's about to be that time. Don't know if he's hiding up in here or not. I'm not gonna put it in his mailbox slot. He'll get it. He's put the city on notice that he's back. Well, I'm putting him on notice that I'm back. He would rather enjoy that. That don't light a fire up under him. I don't know what will. Alright. I've visited all the landmarks. Gone over the intel and gathered some of my own intel. So now it's time to just head into the station and kind of browse over everything. Formulate my next plans from there. Ultimate knows that my unit was the one that took him down last time. And he knows my unit is nothing to mess with. He also knows my unit is probably the only ones that can take him down. Now that my little messages I've left to him kind of let him know that I'm on the case. It's a type of mental preparation for us both. He knows what's bound to come. And I do too. He might want to get himself ready, because I know I am. It's going to be the fight for Los Santos. It's going to be the fight for San Andreas, period. Like I said, we'll see who the city is going to belong to. The good guys or the bad guys. Into that red light. I hope Ultimate is ready, because I know I am. Like I said, only one of us is going to walk away from this. More likely than not. Go over my intel and prepare myself for what I know is to come. It's probably going to be the biggest operation in case I've been a part of my entire career. Just like the last encounter with him was. We'll see.